So when we're creating a custom function, the first thing we do is we have to define the function. We have to create the function. And so the way that looks is it starts with the keyword def for define. And we use the function name. The function name should tell us what the function does. I often use camel case like this to separate words. You want to hit that balance of it should tell you what the function does, but it shouldn't be so long that you hate every time you type it, you're angry about it. Keep it as short as possible, but not so short that it's like trying to decipher a license plate, right? There's a balance there. So parameters to the function, these are spaces where we're going to give it a variable when we call the function so that that variable can be used inside the code block. And I haven't shown you that yet, but I will. So when we define a function, you'll notice a similar structure to the if-else and to a loop. We've got a keyword, then a name, then a colon, whatever it belongs to that function is indented. Function name, when I call it, that's when I want it to use the function, okay? When I want to use the function, I am going to use the function name and parentheses with whatever arguments go into those parameter slots. Now, the function I just created had no arguments associated with it, but I still use parentheses, both when I create the function and when I call the function. So it's empty. There are no parameters there. There are no arguments here, but you still use parentheses. That's one of the ways that Python knows that it's a function instead of just a variable name. Okay, so here's another function example. Okay, so if I have something that involves several lines of code that is just something I want to repeat or execute multiple times, I might use a function for that. And this is a very simple function, takes no parameters, and has 5 print statements, but it'll print this menu. Every time I say show menu, it'll print that menu. So if I do this, it'll show that menu. If I call that function twice, it will show the menu twice. So whenever I call that function, it will do this code.